Hey Linda, how are you this evening? I'm gonna do my best. I have set, well, I'm gonna keep knocking y'all around. Joanne, hi, Michelle. Who else is here? Laura, let me tell you what, Laura, I went out today and filmed some of the cows and the sheep. So if I can splice my next video together, I'm gonna have the farm or part of the farm. Angela, let's see. Leanne, how are you doing? What time of morning is it in your world? Yes, Laura, farming. Yay! Who else is here? Me and my looking. Oh, Dana, hi. Becky, hey, and Karen Crocheter, Jeanette. Now, I have told myself today that I'm not going to be nervous about doing a live, that it's just like I'm doing a video. Y'all are just actually here to talk back to me. And I've put this up higher if you wasn't in when I first said it, so that I can see it. Denisha, Denny, how are you doing? I'm so glad y'all are coming in to visit with me tonight. I'll quit talking of this and get back down on my regular voice. Let me see if I'm going to look away to make sure I have Linda, Joanne, Michelle, Angela, Laura, Leanne, Dana, not Dana, Dana, Dana. My mind goes sometimes. Becky, Jeanette, Karen, Denisha, Karen, and Brenda, the crochet newbie. If y'all hadn't gone and checked Brenda out, she's doing some videos. Uh, I went over and watched, I guess I'd watched three of them. I think there's four, probably more, but I think I watched four. Carrie, hey, the yarn, can y'all hear me okay? I didn't even look to see what I had this camera on. I'm so crazy. I start getting stuff up before you had kids, didn't you? That's not so. You know you love all of them, those grandbabies and the kids, so y'all can hear me. Okay, I forget to do everything. Uh, that's right, y'all. All thumbs up. Y'all can give me some thummies here. I've got some things I want to show y'all tonight. I did go to the doctor last week. It was well, what the visit had been for was a device check to check this defibrillator. It's they put it in because I went into VTAC last year, and my heart rate had got so high, of course it went into VTAC. So, and that was where my heart was, my understanding, it was just quivering and not really doing anything it was supposed to be doing. So they wouldn't let me out of the hospital until they did something. So they put in this defibrillator, and I go in every 6 months for them to check it. And it was just the tech that does it. My cardiologist was, I was hoping he was going to be in the office where they could go tell him what had been going on, but he wasn't. That's always nice. And I haven't missed anybody, y'all. Just give me a minute to make sure. So he was putting a note to him. I've got an appointment with my cardiologist on the 8th of October. So they haven't called me. The tech told me he was putting all that stuff on my cardiologist, the PA he has on her desk. Kelly, hello, how are you doing? And Kelly, before I forget it, I'm so sorry I wasn't there Sunday night. Everything was going on as usual, and then when I went to well, everybody left, and Mr. Knott and I got to talking, and it was time to go to bed, and I was like, oh, let me see if Kelly is still on. So, Cynthia, hey, how are you tonight? But you got off by then, so I didn't get to be there Sunday night. And I'm so sorry because I was planning on it. I just hate it when I miss. Well, sweetheart, it just worries me to death. I just kick myself all the time because it seems like Wednesdays and Sunday nights are the time when people come to visit me, and then they stay longer than they ever do. So, Mayor, hey, thanks for coming in tonight. Y'all, I went out there, for those of you just coming in, and I went in the pasture and was filming some of the cattle and the sheep. Y'all will have to see our short-haired sheep. Lisa, thank you for being here tonight. I'm so thank all of y'all for being here tonight. Uh, so I was filming the sheep, and they were going from one pasture to another. So y'all don't get to see when I get this together. I just took several small clips, and I'm going to put them together because I have done that before. I don't know how to edit, but I can put little clips together. So if I get them together, I will tack them on to my next video I do. But nobody from the doctor's office has called me. I'll jump back and forth from what I was saying. But I'm feeling a little better overall. So hopefully maybe all of this craziness was some weird something and it's going to stop now. So yeah, we have sheep, we have cattle, and we have sheep. But the sheep that we have, they're bred just for the meat. My boys sell them, and they've got, oh, my air conditioner is cool as it is in Georgia tonight. It just, I think the fan likes to come on just to circulate some air around. But yes, we have, I bring it is Kelly, another Kelly here, am I right? Hey, Tammy, how are you doing tonight? Kelly, did you mean to? Hey, Jax, sweetie, thank you for being here. I appreciate that so much. Pink Kelly, I didn't see that message. Did you mean to time the other Kelly? I bring it out. Oh, sorry. Well, I bring it, Kelly. Just, I know it's, I don't think there's no way for us to get you back. It's terrible. Kelly didn't mean to. But I forgot what the time. It's a few minutes. Please don't run away if you will. Please stay with us. Um, but did anybody else? Jax, how are you? It's not quite nighttime in your world, is it? It's afternoon. I love Loopy Crochet and Treasures. How are you? I know you, but I cannot think of your name here. And every time I say I'm going to bring my sheet of names, I don't do it. So if you don't mind telling me your name, I'd appreciate it, and I'll do my best to remember it. Dora Beth, how are you? I hope you're feeling well tonight. Terry, I saw you and then almost missed you. I hope you're well. Tracy, okay, thanks. I'll do my best to remember that. Silver Fox, hey, it's pretty late in your world, isn't it? Well, thank y'all all for being here. Oh, Tammy, that's great. Your son's invited you over to Thanksgiving dinner. Well, that's nice. Mud, Mud Tramp, hi. Do you crochet? This is a crochet and crafts channel. Glad to have you here. If you're, y'all know I just, Lori Armstrong, how are you? Oh, Becky, another Becky. How are you tonight? Yes, been doing it since you were a little girl. Well, welcome. Do you mind telling me your name? Oh, chat, you got FOs flying off the hook. That's wonderful. I don't have them flying off the hook. Oh, hey, Tammy, Flower Crochet Creation, and Cheryl. So good to see you tonight. Y'all make me feel so good coming to. I'm dried out completely. I'm just thank all of y'all for being here. And I told the ones right in the beginning that I told myself tonight I was not going to get nervous. I don't know what it is about doing a live. It makes me so nervous. I can sit down and talk to y'all on this camera, and I always think of y'all as being here, but when I can actually talk to y'all and know y'all can answer me here, something blows my mind and I get so nervous about it. Mama Swift, Trisha, how are you, sweet thing? And don't tell me you're not sweet, because you are. I'm going to, oh, Becky, you're lurking. That's fine. I just appreciate you being here. And if nobody's hit the thumbs up, y'all hit the thumbs up. I'm going to show y'all what my sweet Trish that's mean sent me. I don't know of those of you that saw Petra on her birthday. Mr. Happy had gave this to her, and there are some beautiful patterns in here. Uh, and that's right, Cynthia. Yours is another newer channel that if y'all don't have Cynthia, let me see what the name is now. Cynthia Crochet and More May. That Cynthia May that I did a shout out for a couple of weeks ago. Y'all go check her out. She's got a great channel. Her yard is beautiful. Her flowers are just gorgeous. And she's been showing her crochet now. She does fantastic work. So y'all go over there and see about Cynthia. Carla, how are you? And Donna Mako. Sweet Donna, thank you for being here. Have I missed anybody else? We got the Wonder Twins, Mama Swift and Jatsy in here, so, and everybody else. Y'all just, good grief, there's 35 of y'all right now watching. Thank y'all. Thank y'all so much. Let me show y'all what I got in today. I'll just go on and show y'all this, and I'll show y'all other stuff on my video. It's a Karen latte cake, and look at that. The color is just cream. That's what it says. Isn't that gorgeous? I saw somebody do, now I got fuzzies flying all around me. I saw somebody do a pocket shawl with this, and they had I guess it was this. It was a white looking color solid, and then they had a purple that they put with it, and it was gorgeous. I got 3 of these. I just love it. I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet, but I love it. Love it, love it. And, well, my box fell, so I'm going to get to show y'all one bag of these. I got some more mill ends. I wanted to show y'all this purple, but I'm afraid I'll knock all of y'all over if I do anything. This is some more of the homespun. If y'all saw last week, I got 3 of these in a bag. And I think these will go perfect with that blue I had. I think so. I didn't really put them together yet, but it's just a green and blues and just different shades of them mixed in together. But I thought that was so pretty. Camden Bartlett, my love, that's my Cam, y'all. How are you doing tonight? I love you, sweetheart. But yeah, I told the family tonight that I was going live, so well, I let the boys know and Cam know and Mr. Knott know. So uh oh, what are y'all challenging each other? Did I miss that? Okay, Leanne, that'll be fine. I'm just so happy you're here. That makes me feel so good that you dropped in. What am I making? Oh, Kitty, I missed you. How are you doing tonight? Oh. No, Cynthia. I just, when it comes to the lives, I just get all, well, y'all talk about what y'all's challenge is. Oh, Jax. Okay, yeah, there are some gorgeous things in here, y'all. If y'all didn't see Petra's live, let me show y'all this. If I could wear this, I would crochet that dress. That is gorgeous. I mean, gorgeous. I know y'all can't see up close how it is, but it's fans and it's like a V stitch and then fans and fantail stitch pattern. That's what it is. But they have some of the neatest stuff in here. Oh, I was going to show y'all this other, this shawl. You can't see much about it, but looking up close, that thing is gorgeous. I mean, gorgeous. I think I'm going to try to make the shawl first, that one, and then I'm going to look and see about making some other. And I love this sweater. I hope y'all can see that. And then they've got a red sweater in here too that's just gorgeous. And I know several of us have this book now. So yes, we need to get to work and start making. Y'all will get all this made and I won't ever get nothing made probably. Well, I was going to show y'all this red sweater and I forgot where it was. Oh, this top is beautiful. This sweater is gorgeous that she's got on. Just beautiful. I just love it. There's 36 designs from the world of Jane Austen. Tenacious. My pronunciation's terrible. Y'all know that. And the night that, or the day afternoon that Petra was showing all this, well, the Sunday after it was last Sunday, not this past Sunday, she was doing a little giveaway and she asked a question and I answered it, but I answered after Carla. And Carla, was it you that I answered after or another Carla? I can't remember. My mind's so feeble, I can't remember anything. But Petra sent me the ball bands off this, but it's Simply Saw. And she sent me, I believe it's 3 of this purple and then 3 of this green. It's beautiful. I told her to send that to Carla when I waited till someone answered, because I knew the answer, but I wasn't meaning for her to send me anything. But of course, she was like she was going to do it anyway. So, Christy's Creation, hello. Yes, got it on Amazon. It's beautiful. Christy, how are you doing tonight? Who all else have I missed? And Karen Crocheter, I'm going to get back with you about doing what we talked about, but it may take me a little while. But we'll get together. We certainly will. Well, what are y'all working on? I hate to look down at this, and I can't see it up here because I'd have to be right up here in the camera. And well, I'm glad. Well, y'all wait just a minute. Keep going by. Quit running away from me, y'all. Now, fix that problem. Hey, Kelly, welcome in. And Jan, thank y'all for coming tonight. I'm just so proud all of y'all came in to visit with me this evening, I guess now. It's, of course, starting to get darker earlier now. Is it today the first day of spring? Spring. I've lost my mind. I told y'all I was crazy. The first day of fall. Let me get this right. I hadn't got good sense, and y'all know it, but I'm hopefully going to do a video tomorrow, but I said last week I was going to try to start doing a live either Mondays or Tuesday, like about this time. I'm not sure, but I'm going to do my best every week, if all this works out, is to do at least one live a week. And Laura Lee, well, thank you tonight for coming in. Hello, and how are you? Debbie, how are you tonight? Everybody's here. I hope if I've missed anybody, y'all come back around and say something. And like I said, it just, when I went back and watched most of the replay, it just, I'm like, ugh. But I miss people, and then I sit here and just holler, hello, hello. That's all I did. And I was like, good grief, Karen, calm yourself down and just talk to everybody. But the only other, let me see if I knock y'all down, I'll pick you up. Let me show you the other mill ends I got. I got 2 bags of the kind I showed y'all. They look identical on the website. They had them as being blue and green, and I thought there might be a difference in the blue and green, so I ordered one. Chandra, how are you today, or tonight, evening? I hadn't decided what. Well, thank you, Kelly. I don't think sometime I do very. This was the color I wanted so bad and went to order it. I should have ordered it when I saw it. And then I didn't. And then I kicked myself 50 times because it was gone when I went back to order it. Dusty Cat, how are you? Thank you for coming. And in with this is a real pretty blue and green, but it's got a purple thread running through it. And it is so pretty. I just love it. There were two of this and only one of the purple. I went on Line Brand's website last night looking to see what some of the names of this was, and I don't remember any of them, but I hope I can just make some stuff with what I've got and not have to go order anything on there. Let me show y'all. I had everything stacked up here. I'm back. Oh, I started a corner to corner, and I'm not sure what it's going to be yet. But as it grows, I'll figure it out. And this, I started out with this silver color and into this ice blue, and then that's the greenish, what's the name of it? Lichen. I'm not sure how they pronounce that. If I've seen that before, I don't know. Lichen? Lichin? I don't know. I'm terrible with pronunciations. I wanted to make a cover for my king size bed. And I started this, and Mr. Knott says, "You're going to keep making that big enough to go on the bed." I was like, well, what do you want me to do with it, you know? But Lashira, if I said Lashira, if I said hey to you, and say it with squishy yarn, hey. Who else is coming that I've missed? Y'all come back around. I'll do like Granny D, just come back around. Kim, hey, the crafty elephant lady, how are you tonight? Y'all don't forget the thumbs. Well, but yeah, I started this and I think it's real thin. This didn't tell y'all what I was doing. This held that one up and didn't say what I was doing, did I? It's Kobu. This is Line Brand's bamboo and cotton. This color right here is pink. They have several pinks. This color that I'm doing on the end of it is mauve. And I think I'm going to add this next. But this is the blue. It's called ice blue, I believe. Yeah, ice blue. And then they have, I put this light pink on there. And I think this light pink is just going to be too light to go with what I've got going on there. These other colors look real light on the ball, but when I started putting them together, they didn't. Yeah, right, Michelle. I've got superpowers. I'm going to do it. But they've got, this is the pastel, let me whelm this up, pale pink. This is pale pink, and then that's pink. So I guess I'm going to end up using that pink if it works out. And what I was doing was 6 rows of each color, and I thought about doing 6 colors. That's 4, and then I'm going to try the pink, but who knows what I might end up with. I'll just have to see when I get there. I might start again and take out something. I hate the frog stuff, y'all. I would, this is terrible. I would much soon go on as I'm going and see if I can correct this mistake the next row or two. If it's just something, that I'm doing some long rows. Now, if it's something little, I'll frog it out. And like that, I started with that pink by the blue, and I didn't like the way that looked at all. So, Charlie, hey, and Sheila, how are you tonight? Yes, I just came on. I told you I was going to try to do some, but I know, Kelly, you've got some beautiful blankets. If y'all hadn't seen K.O. Crafts by Kelly, all of her blankets that she's been doing for all summer long, I guess, Kelly, didn't that? uh, but I just hate to frog anything, but sometimes you have to, and it just makes me so mad when I do, because if I can correct it on the next, made me feel good. I was watching the Drunken Granny, or what, I think that's the name of it, that uh, Krista does, and she showed you how, like, sometimes when you're doing it, you'll forget to chain a thing, and she showed how to go on over to the next row and correct it just like that without having to frog it all out. Because I'll get to crochet and be on some long row of something, and I'll run into a mistake, and I'm like, I am not taking from here to here out if I can fix it. That's just terrible. And then I just hate it when I have to. Makes me so mad when I mess up like that and have to take something out. But sometimes you have to, I guess. That's just part of it. Busy Finger, Becca, Busy Fingers, how are you? Have I missed you? I don't think I said hey. Yes, I hate the frog stuff. Yes, Trisha, Mad Beamie's here. And Charlene Crochet Corner, how are you doing tonight, hon? Are you feeling better? But, we all have our little ways, I guess, of doing different things. But frogging out mistakes are not I guess that's one of my major weaknesses. I despise to have to pull something out and start over. I don't mind if I first start redoing it, but if I've started and then like I said, see a mistake down here on a row, and I've got to, or go down a couple of rows, and all of a sudden look, if I tack it up, that's terrible to say. But a lot of times crochet, I've always said, was very forgiving, because you can fix it, in some other way. So you don't have to go frog out all of this, but I just despise to. Who all am I missing, and what all? Y'all just been talking away, and that's, oh, Bob Wilson, has a video on, let me, Susan Craft, how are you? On how to add missed stitches. Right, like I said, I would much rather fix it some way. Oh, Lordly, did you decrease it? Let me tell you what I was doing. Let me see if I've got it. I've got it behind the chair. My first corner to corner, the black and white, if y'all saw it, it did fine. Decreasing, once I started doing it, had no problem. I'm doing that fuzzy in the pipsqueak yarn. I'm doing the granny corner to corner knit. Well, it's a little different than a regular corner to corners. You've got to take out a whole block, every time you go down to decrease. And I have been laying that thing in the floor and making sure that I haven't messed up, that it's still, but every time I get to an end, it just looks like I mess up. But when I hold it up, it's coming out straight. So I keep telling myself I haven't, but then I keep thinking I'm going to get to the end of it and I've messed up everything. But for right now, it looks fine. So we're going to keep going. If I mess it up and it's just for me. So if I mess it up, it's messed up. I thought about seeing if my granddaughter wanted it. Her room, the walls are a light purple shade and it looked beautiful in there. She don't think it looks too babyish. She's almost 13 now, so when they get that age, they're too big for some things. But oh, I just frogging is my nightmare. To think that I would have to frog something out just gets me. Now there was a Susan Craft. Susan, how do you pronounce your last name? Just Buddha? Buddha? I don't know if I said hey to you. Like I said, y'all, if you were here earlier and then when I talked to you again, thank you. I'm like, with my name, people never get it right. So when I see somebody else's name that I can't pronounce or I'm a little unsure of, I just usually don't try because, and it doesn't bother because I know people are going to mess up my last name. That's just, the way it is. People are going to mess it up, and I've been in business for 37 years like we were. It wasn't so bad when we were just hauling cattle. That's how we started out in the trucking business, was hauling cattle. And so most of the people in the cattle business knew us, and so they knew the pronunciation and the spelling, and of course a lot of them didn't know the spelling, but they knew who we were. And then Sylvia, hey, how are you? I'm glad you've got here. But when we started hauling just general commodity freight, I just knew my name, the road where we live in, and the town we live in. It was all going to have to be spelled. So I started out, and one day my daughter was in there and she was like, "What are you doing?" I said, "There's no use in me trying to tell them. I'll say the word and start spelling it, because nobody's going to get it." For those of y'all that don't know how to pronounce my last name, it's McCaghren. It's a Mac, MC, and it sounds like in front of the woman's name, Catherine. Um, there's been some variations in the name through the years that we've done a lot of the family history, and a group of the family that went here to Texas, they've actually went and changed the spelling of it and put a T in place of the G, and that makes the pronunciation so much. I mean, it looks like them McCaghren, but with the G in it, it does not look like McCaghren. So y'all excuse me for, I don't know why my nose is getting stopped up. I guess being outside in the pasture just has dried me out, stopped me up, and everything else. But Sherry, hey, how are you? You slipped in on me. And Pat Frazier, how are you doing? Who else have I missed here? Sylvia, I said hey to you, didn't I? Is Tracy leaving? Well, bye, Tracy. Thanks for being here so much. I appreciate it so much. Y'all don't know how much I appreciate y'all being here. Fabergé, hey, I missed you. Rebecca, how are you, hon? I just run my mouth and miss everybody. Well, I'm sorry if I've missed y'all truly. I certainly don't mean to. Oh, Becky, your last name, is it Bramlett? Bramlett, Bromlett, Bram. Like I said, I try. Denise Hoffman, how are you tonight? Thanks for coming by. Is my nose getting red? I start turning colors when I get all stopped up. Teresa, sweet tea, thank you, sweetie, for coming in. I appreciate it. I just appreciate all of y'all being here so much. I do. I've been trying to watch some videos, but I've gotten so far behind as I usually do. I stay behind, and then I stay further behind on commenting on the ones I have watched. So I'm just terrible. Yes, today is Crystal Bagaday's birthday, and she's got a huge giveaway. I didn't get to watch the whole thing. It came on, and I started to watch it, and that's when they called me out to go to the pasture with them. Let me tell you what happened before I went to the pasture. Oh my goodness, y'all. It's terrible, terrible. I went back to my bathroom and was going to run to the bathroom and was going to get my shoes out of the bedroom and then go. I was talking to my son, telling him I would come out, and I looked and I thought there was this, I didn't really know what it was. I thought there was this thread on the rug there in the bathroom. And I got down and looked at it closer, and it was a baby snake, y'all. I about had a heart attack. So my son comes flying in the house, and he goes in there, and of course the little snake had already scooted around the corner, and it had got underneath my um, cabinets there in front of the mirror I've got. There's a place where you can slide like a chair into it. Of course, I've got it just to put junk in it, and that was what was down in there, a bunch of junk. And he's like, Mama, are you sure you saw? I said, look, this thing crawled across the rug, went down in front of the cabinet, and sat there a while you were coming in. And then as you came in, it scooted on further back. So he kept dragging the stuff out from under there one by one. And he said, Oh, here it is. I see it. So I backed up and went out of the room. He said, You get out of the way in case I got to run. I said, All right. But I said, It's just a baby. I don't know, what kind it is, but it's a baby. So he got it out and he killed it. And my daughter, every time we say that we have seen a snake, my Mr. Knott went into our warehouse out there one day, and my son-in-law, my daughter's husband, uh, has a lot of stuff out there that he puts, and he had his chickens and quail and all like that behind the warehouse. And so he's like, if a bug comes in their house, he wants to just pick it up and take it back outside. There's no bugs, no snakes, no nothing gonna stay in my house. They're gonna die. If I can have anything to do with it, they're dead. They shouldn't have come into my house. I hate it. But she was like, You could have called Ryan. He would have come and got it and put it someplace else. I said, Anna, that snake was not staying in my house for Ryan to get over here. So, needless to say, the snake got killed and got out, but it worries me because it was a baby snake. Linda, hey, did I see you come in? Linda's Yarn Barn. How are you tonight? You may have been here forever and I haven't seen you, but yes, that snake just, I don't care if they're, but this one, I mean, it was a baby, but it was this long. It was a little bitty skinny thing, but it was at least that long. I'm not putting up with no baby snakes in my house. I don't care. They're not staying. So now it's got me worried to death because our bed sits right outside the door from the bathroom. And I'm thinking, all these things go through your head. There's going to be little snakes crawling up. Charlie, did I say hi to you, Charlie Berry? Well, if they're in the yard, I don't mind snakes. I'll just get away from them, because we're in the middle of pastures and I know that they're there. But what I was going to tell y'all, Mr. Knott went into the warehouse one day and he called me on the phone and he was like, there's a snake in this hallway and every time I go to shoo it, it stands up like it's going to strike. And I'm like, what kind of snake is it? He said, I think it's just a rat snake, whatever. He said, but this thing is acting bad. So he sat out there and he don't like snakes either, but he sat out there and tried to shoo this snake away forever. And he finally gave up and let the snake have it and said that our son-in-law could find the snake and he could do whatever he wanted to with it. So, Miguel, hello. I'm so glad I saw you come in. How are you tonight? Yes, Cam, you don't have to remind me that there's got to be a mama. That was my thoughts exactly, was that baby didn't come in without a mama being somewhere, but maybe it was old enough to be traveling around on its own. Or the next thing that went through my head was all the little snakes sent one in to see how it was. And now that he didn't come back, there's going to send another one in. Crazy things go through your head. But like I said, uh, I don't mind them. I mean, I don't like them. I'm not going to get around them and fool with them if they're in the yard. I'm going to just get out of their way. But as long as they stay outside, they can stay there. Excuse me, unless it's poisonous. Then I'll get somebody to kill it. So, but I did not like the fact that it was a baby and I know that it had a mama. So, and y'all, those of you that don't know it, Camden Bartlett, there's my grandson, Cam. I appreciate you being here, Cam. Well, I don't know. I guess it's getting close to being, where's my timer at? 49 minutes. I guess we'll stay on a little longer. Mr. Knott will be, he got, that man loves to burn anything. And out where our trucks used to be at our shop, he's got a place out there that he gets up the trash and picks up the sticks and cleans up the yard, every little bit. So when I called him, he said, oh, I'm out here burning. And I was like, great, just keep burning till dark. Don't come back. I'm doing a live again. So he was happy with that. He said, well, I got a little more to keep doing. I said, fine, just don't come in the door hollering. Oh, man. Yes, he's out there. Cam, Let me get rid of that. I can't see it. He's out at the shop. He'll be at the house here shortly. Amanda, thank you for coming tonight. How have you been? Well, y'all, I just thank all of y'all for being here tonight. There's 42 now, and there's been 50 thumbs. Well, thank y'all. We got more thumbs than we do folks right now. I guess some of them that left, and I hated that I didn't. Geraldine, how are you? Thanks for coming by. I'm not going to be on here much longer, but no. Mr. Don, Kim, how are you? Nan's next knots. Nan, how are you doing? And here I go back into my, how are you doing? How are you? Thank y'all for coming tonight. I appreciate it so much. Yeah, let me tell y'all, for Mr. Knott retired 3 years ago, and he retired right as I had my last surgery, and he stayed down in Jacksonville, Florida at the Mayo Clinic. Uh, we stayed down there a little over 5 weeks. Uh, I was in the hospital for a week and in rehab for a week, and then I stayed and did outpatient rehab for the rest of the time until had my first doctor's appointment. And so while he was down there, he slept. I guess all the years of running and never stopping, he just started sleeping. He'd go to sleep in the middle of the afternoon. He'd get up in the morning and stay up an hour or two, and I'd look at him over there. He'd be watching TV, and he'd go to sleep. Well, I was in the bed and in so much pain that I didn't really care what he did, just as long as he was there. So, but after that, the band has decided that he's just around to pick up the kids, all the grandkids. He's their taxi everywhere they have to go with whatever they have to do. And he's blamed it on the new blood pressure medicine they started him on a year or so ago. And it did slow down his heart rate along with keeping his blood pressure low. But he's like, oh, that's what's done it. I know that that's what's made me so sleepy. And I'm sure that it's had a lot to do with it. But he has just, he has just floored me with his attitude here the last couple of years of just sitting around the house, just not doing anything. Because from the time the man got up in the morning till midnight, he never stopped before that. He was going, going, going. Of course, if he gets busy doing something now, he'll get involved in it and just work at something and do it. But it's just getting him up off the couch these days to go do something. But I guess he deserves, after all these years of running and doing and everything, that he's just never stopped through. The girls that used to work in our office, that was before you had your phones and watches. I think I may have told y'all this. They wanted to put one of the little things on his belt to keep up with how many steps he had made or how far he had went in a day and all like that. And because they just were like, it's unreal. If we knew how much he actually walked, it would just blow our mind, I'm sure. So, Linda, are you leaving? Well, I know you get up early, hon. So I'm so glad you came by. I just appreciate you being here so much. I appreciate all of y'all being here. It just really means the world to me that y'all came in this evening to spend some time with me. I appreciate it so, so much. Y'all just mean the world to me. Y'all have made my life completely better. I've told y'all that and mean that. That's not me just saying anything. Y'all have. Y'all have definitely changed me here I started last year, about the 8th, I believe it was my first video, but the first video was just saying I'm going to be coming on. It was terrible. But, yeah, so in November, it's getting close. It'll be a year. Cynthia, hey, how are you tonight? Thanks for stopping in. Or maybe you've been here and I've missed you. And Gracie, hello. Diane, have you been here or you just got here? You're late. Well, no, you're not late. We're just here. We're just talking. So I just, I'm going to do my best to try to do a live. And if this time frame works out, or Mondays might work out better, but the next Monday and Tuesday, I'll just be looking for me because I'm going to try to come on for a while. I just think that I've been wanting to do it for a long time and just keep talking myself out of it every time that I've said I was going to do one. But Heather, thank you for coming tonight. I was just getting ready to say goodbye, hon, but I appreciate you stopping by. Well, Diane, I'm glad you did get to come, and I'm so proud all of y'all came by. Y'all mean the world to me, as I was saying. Y'all have truly blessed my life this past year. I have found some wonderful people that I love dearly. I love all of y'all dearly. I've made some wonderful friends, and I consider all of y'all those wonderful friends that I've made. Y'all mean the world to me. So I guess I will go on and say good night to all of y'all. I appreciate you so much again being here, and I'll keep yakking and yakking about how much I appreciate it and never say bye. But Leanne, thank you. You have a question? Yes, Leanne, you can share anything crochet related and yarn related and anything like that. Y'all just whatever on my Facebook group. And any of y'all that are not part of my Facebook group, y'all please come on over and join with us because I love seeing what all y'all do. Y'all get to see me and get to see what I show all of y'all. But I love when I get to see what y'all are doing and what yarn y'all got. Just thrills my soul to see when y'all get a yarn haul. I love it. I love looking at any kind of yarn, y'all. Y'all know it. I may spend part of tomorrow taking out some more books. I just was going to do that over the weekend and never did. But I plan on doing that. So, but good night to all of y'all. Thank y'all so much for being here. And like I said, next week, y'all look for me around this time, either Monday or Tuesday. If I'm not on Monday, I'll do my best to be on Tuesday. I think either night will work, so I'll just see which one Mr. Knott likes to be gone or likes to be in the other room. I've told well, you can stay in here with me. You know, if I do a video, I'll go, I'm fixing to do a video. And he's like, no, I'm going to leave. And I'm like, it doesn't bother me. Whatever you want to do, you can stay or go. So, but yes, Leanne, of course, y'all can share whatever. I'd love to see anything you're making. But y'all come back next week, if you will, and I will have a video either tomorrow or Thursday out on my channel because I haven't done one this week. So I want to show y'all. I'm going to work some more on, I just hadn't been working long enough on everything. Like I said, I started that C2C, and I got so worried about the Granny C2C that Triple C and Joe, hello, y'all. I was just saying goodbye. I appreciate you coming in, though. Is this Dana? Thanks so much for dropping in. Yes, I'm glad you got to drop in and say hey. I appreciate it so much. I do. But uh, I will do a video and I will see y'all next week if the good Lord's willing. And y'all, you know it always. I love you all. And as soon as I figure out how to knock us off of here, I'll go. Love you all. And thank y'all so much for coming. Okay, where did my button go to? I'm going to have to pick y'all up to see how to get out of this thing.